Hello guys, and welcome to my first story video. It's about my new story that I just created in my head a few days ago, and I want to share it to you guys. And there's definitely going to be at least 2 more of these, and I'm liking how it's turning out so far. So here is the story. This is part 1 of the story of the hardcore world. Once upon a time, there was an overlord that was just a man that found himself lost, trying to find food for his family. But then he found a dimensional weapon that can grab anything from different add-ons. For example, you can grab a Thor hammer from a Thor Addon. So, when he came back to his home, he was drugged with power and came to every other small house in the area of where he lived and demanded them that they would make a village. And if they said no, he killed them. And he wanted to make a village so that he could conquer other people. So he make every person that he sees live in that village, just to be used as minions. And just to prove that he does not care about his he does not care about his so-called people. He kills families out of every single day. Every single 2 days he kills another family and leaves the youngest one alive. And he's been doing this for a millennia. A millennia passed, and people don't just sit around and let this happen. No, they've tried to stop this man hundreds of times, but they succeeded. And then he always comes back. They kill him, he always comes back. Again and again and again and again. So after a millennia, almost every single person in the village just stopped trying anymore, because he's always going to come back. One of the families that was killed by the overlord was Jaylabzip, the main character's family. He was devastated. And he was devastated when he could not do anything to stop his family's death. But when he saw another family of people who were about to lose their lives, he was determined to try to save the family, but failed badly. The family of the family's youngest person in the family is Sea. So Sea is the survivor. So she was devastated. Not only the fact that her family just got killed, but everyone else did nothing but run away. And this is an important part of the story. And later down the road of this story, this is really important. So after he so this is where Jaylabzip and Sea's friendship started, ironically, when others met their end. Because there was one because he was the only one that literally fought the overlord hand in hand with nothing else. No weapons, no ranged weapons, not even a stick, just with his bare fists. He failed, but he tried. And unlike everyone else, literally, there was no one else that tried to stop this guy because they knew that they were either A, afraid, or B, they knew that he would always come back. So, after C's family died, C was in tears. Just like Jaylabzip was when he lost his family. So, Jaylabzip promised C that they would get revenge or die trying to get it. 1 decade passed of training, gearing up, and planning. And they think they're ready to kill the overlord. So, when I say planning, I mean they have plan upon plan upon plan, like plan A all the way up to plan Z. They are really prepared for this guy. But, yeah, so the most unexpected thing happens. So let me just first introduce you to their plan A. Their plan A was for Jaylabzip to distract the overlord. But the second that the overlord starts to win against Jaylabzip, gets an advantage, well, he's obviously gonna win. C will use her invisibility potion to stab the back of the overlord. So keep in mind, the overlord is very cocky, and so he does not have on overpowered armor all the time. But so the plan worked. The overlord is finally dead. But it only took like over a millennia to do it. So yeah. But the story is not over. No. It's just begun. You remember when the village people did not try to help C? Well, C did not only want to get revenge on the overlord, but the village people as well. Because they did not do anything when the overlord killed her family. So she grabbed a dimensional weapon from the corpse of the overlord to summon another OP weapon and started a massacre. The biggest massacre the village has ever seen. Scooping out eyes, cutting off heads, chopping off fingers, and more. She did it all with the biggest smile on her face in her life. Now Jaylabzip says, I quote, "See, what are you doing?" And he says this after she just ignores him. "Stop, okay? Did you hear me? I said stop." And you know what? What C said? C said, "I will not stop until every last person in this village is dead." Jaylabzip asked why. Just screamed it out why in tears. Then she started to explain why she was doing all of this while she killed villagers just savagely. After that, she made Jaylabzip watch the last person die in the village alive, except himself and Sea, be ripped apart, limb from limb. Then Jaylabzip realizes that his friend destroyed the very people he was trying to protect, and realizes for the first time Jaylabzip has gotten betrayed by his best and only friend. At this point, Jaylabzip feels like there's no point in going on anymore. He's failed at his ultimate mission. His family is dead. He's lost all. He has nothing to live for. So Jaylabzip says, "Do it! Kill me. I failed at my only goal, so please enlighten me with death." But C surprisingly does not want to kill Jaylabzip, because he did try to save her family after all, but failed, but still tried, unlike the village people that are dead. So she spared Jaylabzip's life, but gave him a worse fate than death. You see, C does not only have the ability to just teleport weapons into the hands of just teleport weapons into his hands. No, 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 no. No, her hands. No. She can teleport others. She can make portals and teleport others to other dimensions. And she can give others dimensional curses. She planned this betrayal, so she knows what she's doing, and she knows the full power. That's why the the overlord didn't do any of this. So so you you know what happened next? Jaylabzip did not. Well, Jaylabzip was given the free to go to different dimensions every time he dies. He was sent to a random dimension, and then like so C made a portal, kicked Jaylabzip into that portal, and just waved her hand goodbye, and then closed the portal off right when Jaylabzip was so close to getting back to that portal. And then he's realized he failed. He got betrayed. He failed to protect the people. And the only thing, he hasn't done anything right. Yes, he taken down the overlord, but for what? Everyone that he's ever seen in his life is dead. And, well, not everyone. The people that are alive are either dead, well, the people that are alive is his best friend that betrayed him. So he, because he's never been through this, you know, a whole decade with a person, you would probably become great friends with them. And to find out that they were betrayers the whole time really breaks a person. So, Jaylabzip did not know this fate. He wanted to die. He thought this was the end of the line. He thought there was nothing else. But he was so wrong. Because when he just killed himself, he just made a stick and put it through his eye, both eyes, and then put the stick right through his heart. And then wakes up into another world. Then he punches himself, thinking that this is heaven or something, or a dream or something. But no. He's finally figured out about the curse that his friend gave to him. But he also found out something else. The crafting recipes. If you didn't know, the crafting recipes in different worlds are not the same. Oh, these are different dimensions. So he can just travel through different dimensions. And you know what he had? His stick that he stabbed himself in the eyes and in the heart. So he can confirm that he keeps his inventory whenever he dies. So he finally comes up with a plan. He does not care if it takes 1,000 times, if it takes 10,000 times, even if it takes 100 years, he is going to get to a dimension where he can just grab the dimensional weapon, come back and get revenge on Sea for what she did. Give vengeance for the tens of thousands of lives that were spilled, just dead on the floor. And that is it. That was the story, you guys. This story, I don't know how, but I came up with this story, no joke. I came up with this story in just maybe 2 days. And I like it. It's really good. So, just the thought of, like, the bloodshed, the description of all that was just, I did good on that. I did good on how the characters would feel. Because, well, maybe not for the overlord, but for my character, yes. Wonderful on him. How he felt so just sad and upset after after Sea betrayed him. And I think I did so good. Like, for my first story, this is probably probably gonna be my best one. So I can't wait to work on the second one. Like, what happens with Seal? Are we gonna see the Overlord again? Are we gonna see different characters come back? What dimensions, what worlds, what universes are Jaylabzip gonna explore? Like, the questions I want to answer are so, like, I want to answer so many questions, but I am I that's the only story I came up with, and I want to save the rest of my story ideas for part 2, because I swear I am going to make at least 3 stories. This one included, along with 2 other ones, to complete my. I'm gonna make 3 videos, each with a part of the story, and then this is the beginning, the origin, then the middle, then the end. Which I got something good planned for this. And I will see you all next time. Just please go easy on me. This is my first story explanation, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. And the story is gonna take some time, so don't expect it to come tomorrow. Maybe next week. Next week, probably. Well, I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow with the last video for this week, and bye. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And I've been your host, Jaylabzip, and I will see you all tomorrow. And disclaimer, this is not how I feel. I don't feel depressed. This is just a story based on the hardcore series, which I'm gonna have fun trying to play out. And then making the add-ons so I can use them just to explain the story. It's gonna be good, okay? It's gonna be great. And for real this time, goodbye.